And we're live. And today, probably not going to be a long one, but I was listening to this podcast and I've heard this line over and over and over again. The whole idea of pick yourself up by your bootstrap. And I swear that is one of the dumbest lines I've ever heard. Why I say that is because obviously I had the experience of being someone who started kind of like almost as an immigrant, even though I'm a third generation New Yorker. Our family didn't get educated. My family did not work on anything. My parents, or at least one of them, don't have any retirement plans. So it's like starting behind the line. A lot of Americans probably don't start on the line anyway, but for the sake of this argument, you hear a lot of people that say that usually have had some kind of luck in their life. Maybe they did work hard, but you can work hard, you can have everything right. But if you don't have luck, it's going to be really hard. You need to have luck. In order to get luck, you need to be consistent. In order to have consistency, you need to have time. And what happens when you start behind the line? Picking yourself up by your bootstraps is impossible anyway. I mean, I don't have boots, but let's try with just sneakers. That doesn't work out well. I can't fly. Physics brings me back down to the ground no matter what. So we need to utilize time. Unfortunately, when you come from behind the line, you have to work probably to make ends meet. You can't just go to college. You have to work. Either that, or you got to take out a loan, which puts you in deep debt. Debt creates anxiety, which forces you to get a job. So you can't go out and do your own thing and make success. A job is not a way to get rich unless you have a well-paying job and you live way below your means. A lot of people do not know that knowledge. So what tends to happen is that I heard this on a podcast the other day, that we are pretty much all, the reason why we do what we do, I think it was Morgan Housel who wrote The Psychology of Money. The reason why we do what we do is because we want to be better than other people. Subconsciously, we're not even consciously thinking about this. It's like, oh, my friend got that car, I need to get something better. My friend, it's lifestyle creep. My friend got a house, I got to do it better. So starting behind the line, you have so much against you. It does take, and there is people out there who are the rare oddities who make it work, who make it happen. But those are rare because life sometimes bogs someone down to the point that they can't try to create a legacy, to create something big. Most of the time, in order to do that, again, you need time, consistency, and luck. Time, because you need to keep going at it for almost forever. You need to be okay with going for it forever, because it could take a few months, it could take a few years, it could take decades. I love Stephen Pressfield because he talks about how it took him decades before he was this big time author, speaker, and going on podcasts and doing all these amazing things. You need consistency, because in order for that to happen, you need to be consistent. You need to sit down and do the work constantly, whatever that is. Whether you're building a business, you're building a YouTube channel, you're building something, you need to show up, do it every day, get better, take feedback, get better, keep going. You could be amazing, but until the right person sees your work, you probably won't get anything. I mean, I've seen YouTubers who have less than 10,000 subscribers and they make amazing content, but for some reason they're just not getting it. But they probably just have to continue putting in the work, just like I'm doing with this channel. So I think that line is stupid. We can't pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. What we can do is utilize time, consistency, and with that, you create a little bit of luck. Meeting people, I mean, connections are everything. Is everyone got successful because they met the right person at the right time, which is luck. You're born into the right family. Your father is maybe a great golf coach, and then you become one of the best golf people of all time. I don't understand golf, so that's why I talk about it like that. Or you grow up in a house that specific circumstances created this like competition between you and your siblings, and then you go to school, you're a great ball player, but they tell you that you're not good enough and you decide to take revenge in your own way. Michael Jordan. There's so many different factors, and then you meet the right people, or you grow up in an environment that creates a certain personality type in order to be successful in that given space. A lot of pieces need to line up in order for that to happen. This line is silly. Can't pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Worst case scenario, someone can help you up. What we need to get better at And I've talked about this in earlier videos, to put your hand out and be like, I need help, I need support. And that's one of the hardest things for a man to do. And even some women I've met have a hard time asking for help as well. That's what we need to do, because again, we are communal creatures. Humans cannot do anything alone. We've made it this far as a species because we work together. And it seems that that's less and less. So that's all I got for you folks today. I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.